It's Stacey, and this is my deck. I should probably say this is my veranda, because with the accent, who knows what you guys heard. Today, it's a very solid deck. Right, so this is our outside, and today was just too much of a beautiful day for me to go inside and do anything inside. So Mr. Christopher and I, well, he's doing work, I'm doing play work. So I'm out here in my little alcove area. This is my table. Got some fabric already lined up there, and this is the seated area that we were seated at yesterday, actually. And then of course there's the pond. Down here, I'll take you to the pond. There's the pond with the fishies. Actually, I might take you for a tour around there first. Okay, because you got to see it. I am going to do a dress. I've decided to cut out a dress. I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride because you like the ride. So I'll take you for a walk around the deck first, and I'll start leaving the top deck. So this is the top steps of our deck. There's the deck area there. Okay, we go down the stairs. Chris wanted really wide and big steps, which is very commanding, so it was really, really good. I'll actually turn around and show you how good they look going back up. So we go back up. They're really big steps. We come down to actually the deck here. He wanted to make that into a big garden, but we come out here, the door, it just went down a slopey slope, and people fell over, hurt themselves all the time. So we were sitting up there, Mum, Dad, me and Chris, one day. I think we just on the roof shop for that, and they said, why don't you put a deck out there? And I went, well, that's brilliant, because I was brought up to entertain outside. So there's my what's that bird thing called again?
Big ass bird.
No, it's not a galah, it's a... they'll be shouting it at me, because they, yeah.
I think it's like a big African parrot.
It's not, it's called a...
That ain't Australian.
And then I got a little one. Oh, that one's got a spider on it. Might need to fix him. But look at him. Isn't he just joyous?
To be fair, all our colourful birds are blowing over from Australia.
And then we've got the garden coming down here. Are you still talking?
No.
Okay. Then we've got the, I do, when I weed, I sort of just drop them. Okay, so here's the pond here. Okay, and there's my little Nomi. Okay, and their clown. That clown used to be in the bath above at Mum and Dad's house. We've got a little kiwi. Can you see that kiwi hiding in the bush there? And some amazing flamingos. And Chris made this. And the big windmill there too. So that's all yet to be done. Macaw, that's it, thank you. It's a macaw. I know, the girls have already said what it's called. They knew what it was called, I just forgot. I forget everything. And then we come down to the steps down here. Okay, so it's still...
Macaws are parrots, but not all parrots are macaws. Sorry, I'm on Google now.
Yep, that's what I get. So that's a mirror that I actually made. I put a colour over it so it wouldn't A, rust anymore, but B, wouldn't shine because you never know what you might actually burn down. Then I've got some puekos. I love my puekos. We got a pikakaka, and there's a tui, and over there is another tui. And I do have, oh, there's a kia. I forgot about my kia. And where's the mopo? Oh, there, he's in between. No, he's there. So I got another pueko in there. So, yeah. We've got some turtles. They've just been sprayed so they don't rust as well. And then there's my garden tree frog. I painted the gnome and the frog. They were actually just a brown colour, a stone colour. And I didn't realise he had orange feet, or red feet, and yellow eyes, and a white belly. So I did pretty good, I thought, making them painted nice. Little mushrooms in the garden. My flamingos, little fantail. And 2 little birds. Yeah, so that's, yeah. Look at that. That's, what are you doing, miss? Oh, you damn dog and those shiny things. Another kiwi there. And over here I've got my hydrangea. That's one of my hydrangeas. And I've got 2 flamingos. And over here by the lemon tree is 2 more flamingos. So gardeners we are not, but we're getting there. We are getting there, people. Yep, so that's where we sit when we get entertained. Or when we get entertained, that sounds bad. And then that's what everyone gets to see, because they walk past on the footpath there and they can see right into our house, because the council took down all the trees there to build and fix the footpath and gave us the smallest plants in the world to cover that up. You watch, here comes a car, and see how much you can see that car when he goes past. He's taking his time. Okay, it's a motorbike. Okay, see that? That's on the other side of the road. So that's how much they can see of our house. So we entertain with everyone watching us. So yeah, so he has just finally, after 3 years, taken those back. Can't rush these things. And he's now putting lights in the deck. I need to show you this place at night. So that is the deck. That is where we spend our lovely summers and warm winters, if we have a warm winter's day. And today it's too nice to be clammed up inside the studio, although my studio is beautiful. So I've just got some fabric coming down here. I'll just straighten that up. And I'm going to cut out and make this wee pattern. So it's a Butterick 4958, and I've traced out size 4. I don't know if Abigail will wear it, because apparently she loves running around without clothes on. Oh yeah, she wears. I like to wear clothes, so I don't. I like to wear dressed up. So that is what I'm going to do. This is really old fabric. It's something Mum gave me.
What did the note say?
The note said, I'll read the note out. Hang on, I'm going to find the note. Yeah, it's just a piece of paper. Where's the note? Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves, people.
What did we talk about?
Oh, I don't know.
Macaws are native to Central America.
Macaw! And what does macaw mean?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know where my note's gone.
They named their bird after the best All Black captain ever.
Yeah. Years before he came alive.
Yeah.
Years before he came alive, like he comes alive. Okay, there's a note, and it was on a little green piece of paper like this.
You burned it, so your mother didn't find out.
And I had this bag here. This here. Why don't I put it back in the... Oh, there it is. I found it. It's in the bag. I'll pull it out because it's... because I'll be in trouble when Mum watches this. See, Mum's got a friend who sews, and she uses like not scrap pieces on not like rubbish fabric. She can make things out of scraps, which I prefer a great big bolt of fabric, as you guys are aware. So back on the 1st of September 2020, when masks were the height of season, I was trying to scrounge up fabric to make masks with, and I did 3-layered masks so that it was all kosher and all that, and bent over your nose and went around your ears, and some tied around your head because people don't like them around their ears. So that's what I'd make. And the note here says top material for masks, right? It's dated. Bottom baby's material needs to be used by the 1st of September 21, which meant that I had to use it, otherwise Mum was going to come and take it back off me.
Question?
Yes.
Does all fabric have a use by date?
It has a use by. I'm going to take it off you and give it to somebody else that will use it date. Yeah, that's what that was. So at that stage, so at that stage, 2020, did we have Caleb? We only had Caleb.
Maybe 3.5.
So we had Abigail on the way.
Yeah, she's a COVID baby. So
Oh, okay. So she was yeah, on the way, one would say. And
just around lockdown, just after lockdown.
where did the wind come from? That's not fair. Anyway, so I haven't used that fabric yet. It's really cute. Now this is material I'd make. This is flannelette, or what do you guys call it? Okay, it's flannelette. And look at that. Isn't that cute to make something flannelette for Abigail? Even that's cute to make something flannelette for Abigail. Or even line a little coat. No, that will stick to her, whatever she's wearing. So I don't know where Mum got these fabrics from, but anyway, she was going to gift them to her friend. And I said, oh, I've got grandchildren. Oh, she said, but you didn't make your own kids' stuff. I went, I'll make the grandchildren. I can make it. It's past September 2023, so it's been sitting with me for over 3 years. I'm just glad that she forgot to see if I'd used it. Don't say she forgot that she gave it to me, but I'm pretty glad she forgot that I had to use it. So I'm going to make this little wee dress. I'm going to make it trial in this fabric first, and then I'll, if I know that she'll wear it, I'll make her another one. And I'm making in a size 4, and like I said before, they're not big children.
Apart from Ezra.
Apart from apparently Ezra, the little eating machine. He's the bubba. He is 9, almost 10 months old. So yeah, I'm going to cut this out and stop talking because that's all I've done so far. Oh, I did show you the pond. Come on, the pond is like worthy of the sightseeing. Okay, I'm going to lay it out. Join me.
So someone is on the deck, standing, making up the whatever that is, pattern thing. And I said, wouldn't it be great to have like a long seat that is, you know, you can slide up and down on. Luckily, I bought someone a seat for Christmas, and everyone said, what do we want that for? I found a use for the Christmas present I got you. Oh, look at you squatting down. Your thighs are going to be sore. What you need is a long bench seat
With an arse dent in it that you put in there.
It'll pop out. It's a bit more comfortable.
It is more comfortable than squatting or bending, yes.
And look, what if you want to slide all the way up here?
Where my overlocker will be.
Yeah, you can just scooch along.
I'm a bit nervous about scooching. There's a little slide on there.
I'll screw it down.
No! You'll end up making holes in the deck.
Everything else is screwed down.
Oh, that is so much nicer fun, but the bending, I didn't care about the thigh burn.
Best present ever?
No.
Oh, along with the bird?
Yeah. This is what I have to put up with, is the romance in it all.
Oh, you want to be romantic?
No, I want you to be romantic.
Sturdy enough.
Righty-ho then. So apparently you would have seen another film clip I'm going to pop in possibly halfway through what I just did. Oh. More for Mr. Christopher's humour than mine. But yes. Oh, wind just picked up. Hopefully that's not too nasty. So I cut out 2 on the fold for the front. 4 on the back. Because the bodice itself is fully lined. I'm lining it with itself. Of course you don't have to, but apparently I've got to use this material 3 years ago. Right, and I cut out on the fold, the window's picking up again, don't want to lose my pattern instructions. I'll put my little skimmy across that. So that's one on the front, that's on the fold. I lie, that's not on the fold, that's the back. 2 of that, and this one is 1 of this on the fold. Okay, so that's obviously gathered up the fajingas to fit into a size 4-year-old's body. Right, so 2, 4, 2. Now to get my machine set up and to start sewing. It's 1:17 now. We're going out for drinks with somebody I haven't seen for a long time, but that's not unusual for me in the past year and a bit. So we're just deciding a few things, and I've got to call my son to make sure that he accidentally pulled the handle off his mate's ute because it wasn't unlocked. My son does weights. He's a bit of a burly boy, but just check that he's got all the tools he needs in case he needs something that Mr. Christopher has that he can borrow. Right, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Ciao bellas. Right, I've sewed up. I have set up the overlocker, serger, covers, no, it's not a cover stitch machine, what am I saying? And I have set up my trusty Nomi. So I've got 1 PowerPoint in between the 2 of them. First thing I'm going to do is, because these are lined within themselves, they will not require overlocking, but I'm going to go down each seam. I think it took me longer to organise my overlocker than it did my sewing machine, yet I think the least machine I'm going to use is the overlocker. Go figure. So I'm going to do my snips in this, and I am going to overlock the sides. Join me for the ride. So I have now overlocked all the edges I want to overlock, as far as I'm concerned, because they are going to be the raw edging, and the vibrations were definitely the machine on the table, not a quake. So I'm going to go over to here. What I've done was I didn't, as both sides are equally as pretty as the other, I picked a side. Doesn't mean it's going to be the right side on the, I think there is literally no way to tell right from wrong. It's in the sewing, the skirt. There is rights and wrongs in the world. So I'm going to slide over to my sewing machine where I've got the bobbin all set up. I've got the machine all set up, and I'm going to sew down the sides of my skirt and set that aside because there I've got to do gathering in it. And oh, shivers, dog between my legs was like a little bit, oh, what is that? Oops, you know, on my thighs, on my calves. Right, I'm going to sew that up. The other step I'll probably be doing is making one side, and then attaching it and making the whole entire bodice. And then I believe I'll be sewing the front to the right side of the skirt, folding, ironing under off the lining side of the bodice and putting it to the underside of the skirt. You know what? I think that's all there is to it. That's what I think. Should I read the instructions? I'll peruse the instructions, but I'm not making the romper, and I'm so not putting rickrack in the armholes or anything. It's going to be basic. Like I said, I need to know that she wears it. If she doesn't wear it, I'm not doing it. Okay, I did not make the pocket either. Again, why does a 3-year-old need a pocket? To put her iPhone in it. And her other important stuffs. Okay, I'll have a peruse of this and I'll get back to you. I'm going to go with pretty much what I said it was going to do. I will just plug this in. It's not plugged in, people. I've got one PowerPoint. It's okay. It's that way. Nothing can happen while I'm not working on it. It's on. I'm going to sew up the side seams and I'm going to sew up the centre back. So it's the centre back. You're meant to have a double stitching there. It's a massive full skirt. They don't need double stitching. I get carried away with life. So I've got it on a 2.4 stitch. I don't have a foot on, so I will not be, I was just looking for my foot. I don't have a foot on. So first I'm going to do the side seams because I can. And get my scissors. And of course it will be 1.5 seam allowance, as it normally is when it comes to commercial patterns. Let's join me for the ride. Oh, I did that whole thing without talking. I just did the skirt, guys. Sorry. I just did the whole skirt, so I've attached the sides and the back. There are two marks.
Just unpick it and do it all again, but record it this time.
So,
I'm number 2.
You're number 2.
Normally I'm number 1.
Yeah, normally you are number 1. So this is the front, and I know that because A, it's got 2 notches in it. And, yeah, sorry guys, I just sewed it up. And there's my skirt. Okay, obviously has to be gathered. She is only 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this doesn't fly away. And that. Yep. So I'm going to make the 2 fronts and the 2 backs, and then what I'll do is I'll attach them accordingly. This time I'll actually record it for you. I was going to tell you guys something and I forget what it was. Maybe that I forgot to record it? No, that's not what it was. Can't remember. But anyway, I'll get to the front and back. My cheeks are rosy. Okay, so I'm going to do the front and backs and I'll come back on when I do.
Front and back.
Join me for the ride. Sitting out here on the deck in the sun, well not in the sun, I got awesome shade above me. I said to Chris, I sent him a picture of a marquee thing I wanted, and I said, oh, I think we need one for the deck because out here on the deck we can get pretty prone to sunshine. Although if you look over there behind me, we've got some trees. I was going to cut them down and Mum said, oh, don't you think it'd be nice in the sitting amongst the trees on, because I'm a monkey, no just kidding, sitting amongst the trees when you're out on the deck, which is, yeah, it's perfect until the bee stings you on the face. I've got a photo of me sewing on the deck a couple of years back, and my mate came over. I was doing some work for him, and I felt something land on my face and I tapped it away and it was a bee. Went, yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. So it was a little bit funny and stung my little face. And I sat there breathing, and he looked at me and he goes, does it hurt? Doesn't it hurt? And I said, oh yeah, no, it hurts. And he goes, how come you're so calm? I went, well, because I'm strong. I am woman, hear me roar, and numbers too big to ignore, and I'm not. Anyway, so what happened is I'm out here in the weather. I'm out here in the weather, and I haven't got my marking pens and oh, you don't need to see him. You want to see my fruity face, not his bottom. And I don't have my pens, my marker. You know, it'll take me 2 seconds to walk up and grab my marking pens. But anyway, so I'm now sticking the 2 bodices together. I've only stitched them at the side because it's going to be a suck in the sleeve up the top here thing. Imagine. He knows I'm talking. He knows I'm talking. Anyway, so what I've done is I'll put a pin so where I'm allowed to stitch to. Okay, I'll pin in that side seam there so it matches, because I like matchy matchy. And I'm going to also sew where the triangle is that I don't think I drew, but I'll do it to here. Okay, and that's when that part gets sucker punched into the actual when you join them at the shoulders. Okay, so I believe he might be waiting. No, he's not waiting for me. Okay, so I'm going to pin this, then sew around there, down the back, not across the bottom. Okay. See, what they are doing is they are attaching it all in one, and I don't like the idea of that. So when I get to that part, I'm going to contemplate whether I baste it together and we stitch it all as one and then overlock it. But I like the idea of it sitting inside the skirt, sitting inside the 2 layers of the bodice. Now that's why I would have bodiced it up, otherwise I just would use facings, or as some people like, bias. Okay, I'm getting to it. Come and join me. About to get tricky. It's now about to get tricky. So I've got 90%. Oh, actually I should top stitch it before I even do anything. But I've got little bits all tangled up like that. You know, nothing's attached at the shoulder, and this is where it's all meant to be hidden. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to understitch it all. So that means it pulls it to the back. Is it because I stuff it up and it pulls it to the front? No. I'm going to understitch it all, because there is a certain period of time. This is when I do alterations and people need shoulders shortened. It's like all the work, you've got to go in deep to get it all out, and it's all this sort of work. So I'm going to understitch it, send it to the back, and then I'm going to attach them and make it all hidden. Okay, catch you guys soon. So I've understitched it all. Okay, so I've got a nice little understitching going on. I don't have an iron out here, and if you look at this, and this is just I'll untuck it. This is just the understitching. Make sure it's all on the same side, because that would be embarrassing. Oh, I haven't done that end bit. Besides making sure that my everything's cut away underneath, because it needs to spread. Okay, so I'll cut wedges in there. You can do lines if you want. I always cut wedges. I don't know why, but I always do. But look at that, that's just sitting flat. That's got a little bit of gather and pucky in it because it's got such a big girth. And look at that, it just sits beautifully. And once an iron hits it, it's just going to sit really nice and neat. And that will actually be where the buttons go. I have got this last bit to go, and then I'll be attaching at the shoulders and making that all work pretty. Let's go. So I jumped ahead and I did one of the sleeve shoulder seams for you. So I attached the two linings together, then I attach the outsides and then I attach the linings, and it automatically folds under because of the understitching. It sort of gives itself, lends itself to its own seam allowance. Okay, so I'm just going to pin that there. So that's going to be actually top stitched around. Okay, and then of course the underseam to the sleeve is going to fold in, and again the same thing, that the actual seam allowance will pop inside the actual little armhole. I will just put a pin there like it's stitching so that you know what I'm saying. Yeah, right, and that goes there. And I'll stick a sideways pin in this as well, and it will actually show you how it's done. Okay, so that's all ready to be top stitched around and top stitched around the neckline. Okay, so what I did was, now watch closely, this is the right side of the bodice, and bodice, my name is Bodice. Anyway, so this is the right sides, so I'm going to fold that on top, and I'm going to take the two right sides, the outer and the outer. Don't forget you want 1.5 seam allowance, so that's how much hopefully you didn't sew up. Oh, how about it be a good idea if I showed you what I'm doing. So what I did, sorry, here's the right side of my bodice. I folded it the back to the front. The two that are touching are opened at the top. I will pin that there. Sorry about the lawnmowing dude in the background. He has got a whack of yard to lawn mow. Okay, and he is doing so today. Okay, so those will be the right sides together. Well, so that now while you're sitting there watching me doing nothing but watching me, except for those that are doing something while they watch me. Right, make sure it's all flat and good. Don't forget where you sew up to. Oh, you know, I'm looking for my foot. I have no foot. So we sew it, reverse it up, sew it. I'm at 1.5 seam allowance. And I'm coming up to the last bit here. Oh, I just want to check. It just seems like it's folded under, which it is. I'm just going to chop it off. What did I do wrong? That's right, it was folded down. I didn't do it wrong. It just wasn't playing my game. Play my game, play my game. So I'm going to go back down. I'm going to back tack, of course. I'll start it up, back tack it, and then go and sew. All right. Okay, now when we see these two together, those are the two right sides together. Now what we're going to do is going to do the two right sides of the lining together. It probably would have been easier to explain had it been in different colours. So this is a bit more technical. So we want our two inside levels together. Okay. Again, the right sides together. This is where the notches and the wedges and the marks and the crosses and the X's and the polka dots all matter because you're going to push that down and make that work. Need some water, excuse me. Okay. So this is where it gets just a little tangly. You want to make sure, you know how it just munched up in the corner and it didn't do the right thing by me. So I will go and do that. That will match there. Right, Christopher's trying to be funny.
I actually do need to cut these cable ties.
You're not using my scissors though.
But I do need to cut them.
Well, go find something else. I don't have anything else down here. I literally do not have an unpicker. I do not have an unpicker. So I was just trying to show you how to do something, and I was really fighting it the wrong way. Turn, you got your armhole, the right side's there. Turn inside the armhole. Much easier. I knew there had to be an easier way because it was quite easier on the last one versus this one. And yep, so I turned inside my armhole, right sides together. And pin it down. That's right sides together, right at the edge. Oh, that's much easier than what I was trying to do. I was trying to do it like really super stupid. Okay, and I will... Sorry guys about the noise. I'm going to stitch across there. So back to the two parts being sewn together. Look at that tiny little one there, that tiny gap there that needs to be sewn up. Actually, are we sewing it up through this? I think we might be. If we're not sewing it up through this, because I'll reread it, I will be definitely doing that myself, because I think that is the best way to sew it up. And I'd open those two up, open that up, and then I would stitch those together. So for now though, I've got to find out what we're doing for the rest of the afternoon. We've been invited over to people's places, because that's what you do at Christmas time. You socialise, and I think I want to definitely do that. So I'll put a pin there. See, that's right where the top stitching is. So that's, I'll start my sewing here. Just below that, grab this, make sure it sits all nice and flat. I will actually undo a bit of that top stitching because again, right, I went in deep and done that, did it. This is what I've sorted. So I went inside, so it came at like inside this part here, which is good, and I pulled it from the back. I am now going to pull from the back and do the other side that needs to be attached. Okay, and that gives it the beautiful finish of no end, no beginning, I hope. Right, so I'll sort that bit out, and so there it is there. So I've pulled it right out, bit like a oh Stacy, a burrito. Okay, I'll just look at the time. It's now 3:36, and we're meant to be somewhere at 4. He's not showered, he's fluffing, I've not packed up, and that bit there, and then this bit here. So because this is a little bit more niggly, I would possibly, at the end of the day, do it in 2 stages. Okay, don't forget, possibly the more niggly it is, the more awesome it's going to look, the freshness of it. I'm just going to sew this up while you guys are on. Okay, drop it down, it's at 1.5. Oops, Here for my foot again. Don't forget to reverse. Got to suck in those stitches. Okay. Oh, that wasn't me. It was, but you know, I'm not going to admit to that. So you see that's part's done. So what I'll do now is pull this out. More. Just be gentle with it. I am going to go again. Stop again and just pull it out because you're finished with that bit. This bit might come easier now. Okay, and start again. Slow right down. Back tack here because this is where I've reached the other one, and cut it off. Oh, stop it, and then cut it off. Right. I did not sew over those pins. Right. Now let's turn this one back in, and hopefully, if not, I'll delete it. There you go. It's all tied in to itself. Okay, so there is a fully... Now this would sit way better if I'd ironed it. I haven't ironed it, as you know. I don't have an iron out here. So look at that. It's all sewn in. You got your understitching there. Okay, make sure when you do this one that your understitching sits correctly. So the other side needs to be done. Now what I said that I would like to do is I'd like to actually turn this up 1.5 centimeters. Turn this up 1.5 centimeters, sew that onto the front, take that over, and do something. I don't like the idea of it. Dude, you've got like 5 minutes to get ready. It's 22:04. Christopher Bryan. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm packing up.
No, it's not that. I just you know. So that's what I've done. If you want a fiddle, and I wouldn't, you could take and try and understitch that, but it's telling itself, you know, it's telling itself to sit there properly. And like I said, with the iron, it would be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side maybe, because I've got to get my machine away and get ready to go out. The other thing you can do if you wanted to, you could just, top stitch around that if you wanted to. I don't want to. So I'm going to take I might take the harder side. No, I'm going to take this side from in here. Look how easy that is when you just pull it through there. And top stitching, and I'm opening that up. I'll put my pin in and make sure it's centerized on here. And then I'll go from there. Come with me. Where I'm going to leave you today. I've done the shoulders, I've attached them up. I'm still contemplating reading the actual instructions and doing it as they say in regards to attaching this, but at the minute they are saying to baste this down together and then sew it into the skirt, whereas finishing the top of the skirt, and this is all finished, it's all covered, lined, done, dusted, needs to be ironed. And I never ever make anything without ironing it, so it's a bit of a big deal to me not to have an iron down here. But as the day has come to a close due to the fact we're going out, I am going to sign off for now, and I will I might send this part of this dress and do the next tomorrow. Look how big that skirt's got to fit on this little thing here. That's how much it is different. I won't sign off here, so if I do, I would like to say to you, stay safe, well, dry, warm, and keep cool, keep on sewing, stay hydrated. Water, water, and have no regrets. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. He's cursing my son. Hope you enjoyed this. See ya. Good morning, good morning. It is 10:06 and it is Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. So went out last night. First time I've actually gone out, and I haven't seen these people probably for a year, a bit more than a year. But I went out and we sat down and we had nibbles. We had rosebud cocktails. They're a bit delish. And yeah, about 9:45 I asked my son to come and pick us up and drop us home, and he was available, so thank you, Alexander. That is always a treat. My, how the tables have turned. So that was good. He came and got us. Not that we were drunk, just that we had been drinking, so it was a case of, safety first. So it was really nice actually that he had no problem coming to pick us up. That was after he picked up McDonald's for everyone, not me, but I had some fries. Let's not lie about this. I had some fries. So today we have got the wee dress. I'm in the studio today, although I pretty much would love to sew outside. I have no iron down there, and I get a bit when I have no iron to iron with. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. And so yeah, so that's all good. I will make this, and I have actually had a request from Karina in Norway about doing something, and I've said that I will do it. So watch this space, watch this face. Vogue. Let's just say it's not a Vogue item. Well, could you? Yeah. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go. I'm ironing it. I'm just setting up the sewing machines because I thought I might keep it going on the domestics that I have been using. Not that I'll need the overlocker again. Actually, no, I just might throw it out. I've got to gather stitch around the base of the skirt, which after I open up my seams of it, okay, I will do my gathering stitch around the top. The top, remember, is the one that I haven't overlocked. I'll put my marks on it because now I have the pencil I can mark with, and go from there. I'll keep you guys up to date. Okay, just gonna keep ironing that little blousey thing. Gone and ironed the little bodice. Cute. Okay, so the reason you are to sew it in and have the actual raw, you could bias bind it if you wanted, again, 3-year-old, is because you already attached that late lapped. Okay, oh sorry, that's probably better. Yeah, so it's already lapped when you stick it to the skirt, so you stick it and then you overlock it together. Now the skirt is pressed open, and I'm about to do 3 gathering stitches around the top. So I do 2 inside the seam allowance and 1 quite a ways out of it, so that holds all the gathering firm so it doesn't squash them. Don't always do that, but I'm going to. And what else did I want to say about it? I wanted to say something else. No, and yeah, don't forget my tip for gathering is make sure your bobbin is a different color. So I've changed my machine to the same color that's on the domestic machine, but underneath currently I have a red bobbin. which if I was an intelligent person, I would have already filled a bobbin. I think this one's similar colour, but I'm only doing the last bits anyway. So that's what I have to do. So I'm going to go and gather. Come together, I like to overlap it a little bit each time so that the gathering doesn't kind of stop, you know, where it stops at that thing, because they come right together like this. I like to overlap them so the gathering can go within itself, if and only if I'm making sense. If I'm not making sense, let me know. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to gather. Gathering's the boringest job. Does anyone know another one? Right, okay, I am going to gather. I'm going to turn the radio up because I should be doing this for a wee while. Yep, okay, so it's a long way around. I could have definitely done it in quarters, but I say, hey, where's the enjoyment of that? All right, I'll be back. It's been a while since our last communication. I had a visitor. I got vocalized. I will send a photo of who came. Well, I'll send a photo of the person who has been on screen before, but I won't put her husband and her boys on there. But they did leave happy. I had a spare sewing machine, so I gifted it forward. Yeah, one that wasn't included in my little walk around of the studio the other day. It's one that had been gifted to me that I checked and it worked, and it will be going to good use. Anyway, I've got to get back to making this dress. Thanks for visiting, Queenie, and your boys. It was good. See you on Saturday. Okay, so a little bit's happened since I last spoke to you guys. I took out my cockiness from my attitude and went back and I popped all the seams. I popped all the seams off the skirt because it wasn't working. So I split it down to the 3 panels, front, the back, 2 back sides. Okay, and I've redone it. Also, it's quite the thicker fabric, unlike a sheer fabric. So having it on 4, I needed it on 4 as the stitch length, whereas normally if I am doing something, I tend to stick it to a 3.5, because otherwise it just runs. It just, you know, you do it and it runs away. So I kind of changed that. So yes, I removed that from my attitude, and I have now, I'm just going to tie knots in it where it's meeting, so that, well, I shouldn't actually, because I'm going to make sure it fits. Stacey, come on, think, soldier, think. All right, I'm just going to find the other white line of where the front part is. There's definitely that there. There should be a white line around here somewhere. I don't want to put blue on it, but I can't find the white line. Where is that? That's there. Just going to do a quick, if that was there, that would be there. There it is. Well, that worked. I feel a bit clever, you know. So now what I'm doing is I've just gone around the bottom of the bodice, and I have folded over the centre back. So the centre back is that line, so that should be right down the centre. And yeah, I know, I stuck it in my mouth. Right, so what I'm going to do is put it inside the skirt and pin it up. Come join me. Oh, I'm going to have the skirt in the right way, and the bodice will go inside in the right way, facing out. Okay, so there's my two fronts. So I've got the front notches. I do have front notches. Oh, Stacey Joanne, what are you doing? And I'll put the notches. I'll go get my front piece and put my little notches in, and we'll go from there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. See you soon. Right, centre back with centre back seam. Okay, so that will go there. Notches are there. Okay, the other notches were there, I just didn't see them. As soon as I put the paper, the pattern back on it, yep, I went, oh yeah, that's there. They're there. Just couldn't see the forest for the trees. Now, I've got it all inside. There's one of the pins I need to match in the front. Okay, and there's the other one. Ooh, head down, right? So I will match my notch there and my notch there with that notch, and take it over to there. Oops, over to there. So that's how much true gathered it is. So I just need to spread it back out. Okay, so I'll put the sides to the sides, gather it out. That's why when I went to tie it, I went, oh, you idiot, it's still too small. I knew it was too small because I saw it when I was doing it. Right, come for the ride. What happens when you are vlogging and you're using your phone to vlog, and you only have WhatsApp on your phone and no other device, and you send Mr. Christopher to the supermarket with a shopping list? So I had to stop recording. So what I have now done is I have pulled the gathering out, made it fit around the bodice. The bodice is inside there. Okay, and I'm going to sew around here at 1.5 centimeters, 5/8 of that inch seam allowance, and sew my bodice to my skirt, and then I'm going to take out my gathering stitches and I will iron it, and when I've done that I will come back on. So how about you join me for the ride? I have done, oops, I've got cotton coming out of here. I have done this part, so the dress is attached to the bib, and, or the bodice, I should say. It's not a bib, because I was thinking about actually making one where I could just make it across and do little ties at the top, because that's always cute to see little girls in those. Anyway, yeah, you can sit there and do it if you want. So there it is. And I've marked where I want the buttons. I think there's only meant to be one at the top, one at the bottom, but I'm going to make some buttons. Yes, the buttons, not the button. Right, so I'm going to sew that. So I've kept my other machine out, which is the, oh, actually, that's not the one I like, the buttonholes. Damn it, I've got to get one down. So I'll do the buttonholes, and then I'll find some buttons. Or maybe I should find some buttons, because then I want the buttonholes. And then I'll just hem it. So how I'm going to hem it, I'm unsure. But it's got to be sturdy. Like normally if I was going to do a dress like this, I would do a blind hem. But this is a child, and children are robust. And if any child is going to be robust, it would be Abigail. Sweet by name, crazy by nature. Okay, so I'd probably just do a double rolled little hem around the bottom. So it's all nice and full. I will actually do the buttonholes, and you can come for the ride. I'll just get down a different machine and I'll press it up, do the hem, sew on the buttons, and I'll show it to you with my little mannequin, because that mannequin was perfect for the other ones. Mind you, Abigail is taller than the mannequin is, but isn't that so cute? Maybe it needs something on the front, like a little lace, the prison number. Just kidding, she's not going to be in prison. She's too intelligent for that. Okay, see you soon. Right, Mr. Christopher is heading off to drop the TV back to Michaela. Long story. The short one is I'm not going to tell you. It's not really that important. So I did two. Fighting with the buttonhole machine. I did 2 buttonholes. I didn't interface this. So when you don't interface, it's heavy but it's soft. It decided to, like, you know, I don't know how, I've unpicked more button holes than I have actually buttonholes. So it says to put 2 on, so I've got 2 on anyway, so it does up. So that's all she needs. Okay, it's not like her bra's going to hang out. These are the buttons. I think I've shown you the buttons. I think they actually match quite nicely on it. And I will put, I don't know if anyone else uses this, but I use a product called, and I think I might have done it on the buttonholes I did for the leg warmers. So this is Fray Stop. Okay, and I put it on there. Oop. Now, I don't know if anyone noticed, my special guest today bought me amazing flamingo earrings. What? She said, I know that's Christmas. And I'm like, and it's just a very excited amazing flamingo that likes to wear Christmas hats. Doesn't mean it has to only be worn at Christmas time. So you know damn well that I'll just wear it anytime I want. So I'm just going to pop you down. So I just run it up the center of the little opening, and you can just be really careful because it is quite liquidy, being a liquid fray thing. Okay, and I just do that. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll iron it, which I will do. Wait there. And then you can talk amongst yourselves if you want. Be heading up the island later this week on Saturday. I'm going up to watch Queenie's son race. He's a race car driver. So we're going to go up and watch him race, which is a bit exciting. A bit exciting because I know who it is. Christopher actually likes watching race car. I couldn't think of, like, unless I knew who it was. I'm not that girl. But it's going to be very exciting to watch him do that because he's the same age as my eldest. So he's 19. He's, he's a bit younger. Yes, a bit younger than Alexander. So he's September and Alexander's July. So very, very exciting. I'll probably be quaking in my shoes the entire time. Okay, so these are, I think I might have mentioned these tools before. Okay, and very, very good because you get the line. You know, you can do the old-fashioned way, and I'll show you that, how I do it the old-fashioned way before I had this nicety. This fabric isn't the bestest. So the other way to do it, this is how I used to do it in the olden days when I didn't have my little thingamajiggy. I would push it in, but I wouldn't slide it across because that's when you lose control. I push it up, get it to the center of that, and then slice it through. Okay, then I turn it around and put it on the end there. Yeah, oh, sorry, ow. And then because it's going to be a bit bigger, I slide it forward a bit, put it up into the hole and slide it in. And there we go. See which is the neatest though, is the cut one. Well, they're both cut, Stacey. Oh my gosh. The one that I used the chisel saw. Okay. Chisel for, not chisel saw. So that's going to go back into my little container. Onto here, so I don't lose my stuff. And I think I will do just a rolled so that the overlocking is hidden in there, okay? Because being a kid, they climb things and do all sorts of things. I would rather have the inability to pull a loop. Not that many mums will let them go through and make sure that, you know, that their little girls act like little girls, because that's what we're taught when we're little girls. Right, so I'll sew 2 of those on, but right now I'm just going to go and iron. Would I just do a rolled like that and just roll it as I go? Yep, I'm going to do that. Easy peasy. See you over there. Awesome place to shop. Abuelita's shop of sewing. So the wee dress, made that. Okay, Chris is now oiling up the little lazy Susan I'm using as my little turntable. And so that's the little dress she's got now, and of course her little prison suit. I put my label in the dress. It's in the side seam. Don't want to put anything behind a kid's neck, it irritates them, so I didn't. Haven't got anything again in the pants or the any labels in them, only because I forgot. No, I could very well do it later, but no, I'm good. Yeah, so I'll pop that there. So he's oiled up my little lazy Susan. That's me for today. I'm going to go up and make myself some spelt flour pizza bases and make myself a pizza. And Mr. Christopher, he's got a recipe. He's making, Alexander bought him a lose weight and get fit book.
Get fat.
No, fit.
Boring.
I think we've already covered that one. So I do think I have. I did go looking for little girly stuff, and I found some little butterflies.
That's not bad at all.
And I thought I might put a butterfly on each shoulder. I know the colour is...
Spinny spin. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
The colour, yeah, put oil on my table. I'm dying for that. So that's, I thought about doing something there, but I've got 2 of them. I've got actually a whole row of them. I wanted to put, I know once for Victoria I had coloured daisies, and I would have put that around the bottom, but I don't have that anymore because Victoria doesn't have that anymore. Well, I don't have it in my thing. So that's, yeah, I don't make clothes for small children. I've made Victoria a few things, but I didn't make her anything when she was this age. So, oh. So that's a trial. I'll see if she wears it. If she doesn't wear it well, I won't make it again. But it was a very easy make, except for the buttonholes. I was doing my head in because I should have put interfacing and the lining. So there you go. So guys, I'd like to thank you for watching me. I have no idea how long this is going to take. It was made over a couple of days. I would like you guys to stay well, dry and warm. I want you to keep cool, keep on sewing. Don't forget, hydrate. I haven't hydrated. Oh, show you something. So you've all noticed the flamazes. Look at my drink container. Apparently this keeps stuff cold for like ever. It is a Kmart jobby. Queenie had one and she said that it just stays. We got really big ice cubes we got from Kmart too. So she said, oh, it's just the best. You watch someone try and steal that off me. What else did she bring me? She brought me these ones as well. Sort of big surprise that I know she was down here, but she's doing family time and I didn't expect her to swing on in, and she wanted to show Luke, my studio. That's her son who I've been teaching sewing to, and he often texts me, or he texts me and he says, what do I do? I said, no, tell him how to do it. So it's awesome. And then I got those amazing flamingo earrings. And what else did I get? Oh, because nobody's thinking of my Buttosaurus. Let's watch this right there. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. She always sends me candy canes. It's because they are my delight. I'm trying not to eat sweet things because I'm sweet enough as it is, aren't I? Sweet like a candy cane. Minty fresh. And she got these. There's one that's open. There's a game at Kmart that had to do with poos and toilets. And so this sits on your dashboard. It's called Dashboard Poo. And it's a wobble head. But it's directed with the sunlight. And it just goes. And I thought that'd be awesome for Mr. Christopher. There was a poo game. I don't know. She couldn't find it. So, and yeah, so she got that instead. Because he's got me this one. And it's directed by the sunlight, and you can see already its wings goes, but the wings tip, and it goes like this. Down. It's not going to do it. The wings go tick, 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 tick. What's those musical things? My daughter has one. That does, when you're learning musical, playing musical, writing something, you put that on, and it gives you the beat, you know. I feel the beat. Yeah, we got the beat. So she does that, and it's like one of those. But he hasn't got his poo things. He doesn't know about them. But he'll never know about those. He doesn't really eat candy canes anyway, so safe. So that's me. That's me for the next 2 days. I'm going to, well, that was me for the last 2 days, I should say. I am going to go and watch Joshua race on Saturday. I think I've mentioned that. Oh, got caught on my flamazo. And yeah, so we've booked accommodation and we're going up there. It's about 4.5 hours drive from us. Alexander's going to come and look after the doggy woggies, and yeah, it's all happening. It's all go, go, go and Dora go. Long story to that saying. Anyway, guys, seriously, stay safe, well and warm. keep cool, keep on sewing, keep hydrated. That's where that off the track started. No regrets. No regrets. Okay, guys, thanks heaps for watching. I am up to 100 videos. So if this is your first time, you got some catching up today. Thanks, guys. See you later.